उत्तम। सर्वेभ्यः सुस्वागतम्। प्रार्थनां कृत्वा प्रारम्भं करिष्यामः। अस्तु। ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। दोर्भियुक्ता चतुर्भिस्फटिकमणिमयीम् अक्षमालां दधानाम् हस्तेनैकेन पद्मं सितमपि च शुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं। वाल्मीकेर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को नयाति परां गतिं। गोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायण महामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं। वैदेही सहितं सुरद्रुमतले हैमे महामण्टपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने संस्थितम् अग्रे वाचेति प्रभञ्जनसुते तत्त्वं मुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलम्। नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यः नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। सर्वेभ्यः सुस्वागतम्। अद्य येन अन्यजनाः अपि आगतवन्तः तेभ्यः अपि सुस्वागतम्। नीलम महोदय आगतवती, पूर्णिमा महोदय आगतवती, सुमन महोदय आगतवन्तः। So welcome. So let me just recollect a bit of what we have done so far for the benefit of those who are new. So what we have done so far is we are going through the Ramayana, that is the Sankshepa Ramayana. Sankshepa Ramayana is the first 100 shlokas of the Ramayana. Okay, this is the conversation between Valmiki and Narada Muni. So that is what Sankshepa Ramayana is. So the story is that Narada tells Valmiki asks if there is somebody, and Narada tells, there is somebody as great as Rama, and the entire story is narrated in the about 95 shlokas. Narada narrates this story, and we are going through that 100 shlokas. So what has happened so far? We have seen Rama being born, then Rama getting married to Sita. After that, they get into Vanvasa because of Bharata. Then, of course, there is the whole story of they staying well in Aranya, Janasthana. There is a whole battle between all those asuras, and then they're all 14,000 asuras are destroyed by Rama. Then, of course, there is Sita Apaharana because of Shurpanakha, who is the root cause for this whole Sita Apaharana that we saw. Then we also saw after that how Rama became very sad and came to Kishkinda, where he met Hanuman. And post that, he thanks to Hanuman, we saw the importance of Hanuman from the greatness of Hanuman as recited by Rama himself. He says this is a person who knows Yajurveda. He is a person who cannot be a person who does not know Yajurveda. That means he is in the know of Vedas, all the Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, then Ashtasiddhis, everything. So he is Hanuman. That is what Rama tells to Lakshmana. And post that, they go and meet Sugriva. And what we also saw was Sugriva tells about his own fate, which was basically he had a fight with Vali, and then Vali takes away Sugriva's wife Ruma. So they get into a problem. So Rama says, I will restore dharma. And that is where the promise is. So what we will see today, and we stopped at a point where Rama and Sugriva together go to Vali's cave, place of residence, and Sugriva tries to call him out. That is where we stop, right? Anything that I have missed, Mahodaya, so far? Please correct me. We are good. Okay, let's start with this. Let's go from here, and yeah, this is all. We can skip this. Yeah. Okay, so now the story where we stopped was that Sugriva and Rama have reached, and then it was and Sugriva shouts out Vali. Actually, he just says, Vali, why don't you come out? He makes a very large sound, and Vali comes. Okay, so let's just see what happens. अनुमान्यत दातारां सुग्रीवेण समागतः निजघान च तत्रैनं शरेणेकैन राघवः ततः सुग्रीववचनात् हत्वा वालिनमाहवे सुग्रीवमेव तद्राज्ये राघवः प्रत्यपादयत्. Okay, so let me do a simple padacheda. So anyway, I'm sure all of you are aware of padacheda and how to get it. So I'll not get too much into it. A lot of us have been doing it for a long time now. This is the 70th shloka. So what it says is, Anumanya tada taram sugrivena samagatah nijagana cha tatra yenam sharena ekena राघवः ततः सुग्रीववचनात् हत्वा वालिनम् आहवे सुग्रीवमेव तत् राज्ये राघवः प्रति अपादयत्. That is the padacheda. So if you look at this, Nijaghana is basically killed, and Samagatah, that those are the two words here. Samagatah came, somebody came out. Sugrivena Samagatah came closer together. Okay, who came closer? Vali, because this is coming from the previous shloka, so Vali came out. And it says Taram Anumanya, ignoring the words of Tara. So the beautiful story here is that, first time Sugriva and Rama go to fight with Vali. So what happens is Vali and Sugriva are actually twins, almost twins. So they fight on day one, and Sugriva gets battered, obviously, because Vali has a boon that he will always have an upper hand in the fight. So once he gets battered, he comes back, he returns, and Rama does not do anything. So when he comes back, he asks, what is it? Why did you not fire? Why did you not kill Vali? So Rama says, you know what? Both of you look very alike. I could not make out who is Vali, who is Sugriva. So how do I fire? How do I kill Vali, in which case? So that's when the next day, what Rama does is he puts a hara around Sugriva. Go with this hara. Now I'll be able to make out who is Vali, who is Sugriva. I'll kill him with the arrow. I'll fire the arrow and he'll be killed. So that is what is being said here. So in fact, that is when the first day Tara does not say anything. The second time when he comes, after being battered, I mean, Vali should also have had some common sense. It is like if somebody is coming after being battered the previous day to fight again the very next day, something is not right. So Tara warns Vali about this. So that is why it is coming Anumanyata Tara. Tara guesses, Tara is Vali's wife. She says, don't go. Something is not right here. He is a fellow who has been battered black and blue yesterday, cannot come back to fight today. That too with such a might. So save yourself. But then Vali being Vali with all his vigor, he says, no, I know how to handle this. He goes on. Then this is what happens. So Rama hides behind a tree and fires an arrow at this at Sugriva, Nijaghana. Nijaghana is kill. He gets killed. Ekena Sharena. With one arrow itself, he gets killed. Tataha Sugriva Vachanat Hatva Valinam Ahave. In Yuddha, Ahave is Yuddha. In Yuddha, having killed Vali, Sugrivam Meva Tat Rajye Raghava Pratyapayat. He put Sugriva in charge of the kingdom again. So this is what this part says. Okay, so let's just see a little bit of Vyakarna Vichara, then I'll talk about a little bit important things about this whole thing. So here Tara. So what we do here is I put all the Linga, Lakara, Vachana, all those things we put it here, and there's a nice this one. Tada is an avyaya. Tara, taram. Asti tadartham karma padam, that is Dvitiya Vibhakti. Anumanya mandhatu lyabantam avyaya prabodhya. Sugriva karana samagataha. Samagataha is a kridanta pada. Gamdhatu agataha. So that tadartham samagataha. Some is this one. What is that? Topasarga. Tatra Raghavaha Yenam Etad Ekena Sharena Nijaghana. This is a Litlakara Prayoga. We have been seeing a lot of Litlakara Prayoga. Throughout Ramayana, you'll see Litlakara. Litlakara is nothing but past tense, but past perfect, if you want to call it that way. Okay. So this is what happens. Tataha Sugriva Vachanat Ahave Valinam Hatva. So again, all these are, this is Panchami Vibhakti, Vachanam, Valin. So here, as we have always seen, Vali, it is, okay, this should be Nakar, sorry. Stay here. This should be Valinam is actually Nakara. Nakara Antapullinga Pada. Valinam, Valin. That's why you have the Prathama Vibhakti as Vali. Vali, Valinau, Valinaha. Vali, Ikaranta it becomes there because it's Valin. Okay, it becomes Valinam. Hatva Sugrivam Rajye Raghavaha Pratyapadayat. He gave back the kingdom to Sugriva as he was rightly so. Okay. So what happens here is Tadanim Vali Tasya Patnim Taram Prabodhya Sugrivena Sanyuge Yuddham Kartum Agatavan. He came to fight with Rama, with Sugriva, thinking there is only Sugriva. Ramaha Valinam Ekena Banena Hatavan. He killed him with one arrow. Tatpaschat Ramaha Sugrivasya Prarthanaya Yuddhe Valinam Nihatya Sugrivam Kishkinda Rajye Pratishtapitavan. He made him king of Kishkinda. Okay, this is what has happened. Okay, there's a bit of this one Sandhi, there is a Purva Savarna Sandhi and all, which we will, okay. Sugrivasya Vachanat Tasmat. Okay, Tasya Rajyam Tasmin. Okay, Tad Rajyam. Okay, one important thing that I want to bring out here. There is a lot of things that are said about Vali Vada. You know, it's all over the place of why Vali was killed. Was it Dharma? That's a very big question that is asked by everyone. How can Rama being Rama, you call him Maryada Purushottama Rama, Ramo Vigravahavan Dharmaha. All these are adjectives for Rama. So given that, how do you justify the fact that he killed Vali? Very important question, and that needs to be answered. Okay, the Sankshepa Ramayana does not give it, but in the Sundarakanda of the same Valmiki Ramayana, it is explained in detail. So I brought a few shlokas. Let us just go through them in some detail. Okay. So, yeah. So this is Vali after being hit by the arrow. He's been hit by the arrow. He falls down. These are the questions that he puts out. Pancha Panchanaka Bhakshya Brahma Kshatrena Raghava Shalya Kashvavido Godhaha Shashak Kurmascha Panchamaha. So his question is it's a very cryptic question that he's asking. See, what he says is, of all the five nailed, he says five nailed, pancha panchanaka, two hands, ten nailed animals, Brahmana and Kshatriyas can eat only five of those. So there is the four of them that are five of them that are mentioned. That is Shasha, that is Shasha is rabbit, Kurma is tortoise, what is that? Shalyak, hedgehog. There is this animal of hedgehog, no? That one, and then I think it is a donkey or some such thing. Vividaha. Okay. Goda, correct, donkey. So Goda is this one, some such thing is there. Okay, so these are the five which can be eaten. I am a monkey. His question is, I am a monkey. Why did you kill me? You can't eat me. If you wanted to eat me and you have killed me, that is one part of it. If I am your prey, then it's my duty to run away. You can hit me, you can do everything. You did not do that. That is the first question he asked. Just look at the way he builds his argument. Tvaya nathena kakustaha na sanatha vasundhara pramadashila sampanna dhurtena patina yatha. You say you are a Natha of the Kakustha clan, that is the Ikshvaku Kula. And you are Vasundhara is Bhumi. You are the Natha of the Bhumi. You are the full this one of the Bhumi. Pramada, this is like, but you have killed me. You're not if you are the follower of Dharma and if you are ruling by Dharma, then it is just like, all the Gunashila Sampanna Dhurtena, a wife who is full Gunashila, with all the Gunas, Gunasampanna Patni, who cannot be protected by the Pati. Dhurtena Patina Yatha. Just like an adharmic Pati who cannot protect his very good wife, you are acting like that and you are claiming to be a Sanatana of the Natha of the Vasundhara, Medini, Prithvi. That is the question he is asking. Extremely valid questions. All of them are very valid questions. I'll show you. Udasineshu yosmaso vikramaste prakashitah apakarishu te rajan nahi pashyami vikramam. I didn't see valor in you. You just came somewhere in behind and hit me. How is there valor in that? How do you show that there is valor? There is no valor in this. This is all useless. So don't even say that you did this out of this one. Mame vayadi purvam tvame tad arthamochadayah maithilim aham ekana tava chani tavam bhavet. If you had come to me earlier, mameva, to me, if you had come to me earlier, instead of going to Sugriva, this is what he means, and told me about Maithili. Maithili is Sita. And asked me for help, I would have made sure I would have got her. There is no, and actually there is a fact, it's actually very true. I'll show you in a little bit why that statement is very true. I would have done anything for you and got her back. It's like they say, child's play for me. It would have been a child's play for me if you had asked me. But you went away somewhere. Why? It was an easy job for me. You would have come straight to me. Correct. Sugriva priya kamena yadaham nihatastvaya kante badva pradadyante nihatam ravanam rane. I would have gone to Ravana's fort, grabbed him out, killed him, and brought her back. There was no way anybody would have stopped me. Basically, there is a lot of truth in this. Don't dismiss it as he's just in dying moments he's just trying to make up for all that and showing off something. So just hold on to it. I would have held him by the throat and killed him. That's what he's saying. Kamam mevam vidho lokah kalena viniyujyate. Kshamam ched bhavata praptam uttaram sadhu chintyakam. I thought you were a sadhu, you are a kshamam, you are a this one. But no, sorry, you are not, you are nothing. You are just with Sugriva, and that day, whatever Sugriva is saying, you are just following his orders. There is nothing, there is no valor in all this. See, these are the arguments he is making, and they're all very, very strong arguments. Right? There is nothing wrong in all the arguments that he has made here. Right? So, anybody would question these arguments? Any thoughts?
He's right.
He's right. Okay. Any other thoughts?
We have the same questions in our mind too, Guruji.
Same questions are there in our minds. Absolutely. Good. Good point. So let us see what Rama answers to these questions. Right? This is a strong accusation. It's not a simple accusation that he is making. Right? So these are about some questions. Dharmam, Arthancha, Kamancha. This is what Rama says. This is Rama's Uttara. I have taken off the first three shlokas of it because it is just about Rama saying this and all that. Dharmam, Arthancha, Kamancha. Samayam chapi laukikam avigyaya katham balyam mahim balanha mahima ihadya vigarhase. He says, see, dharma, artha and kama are laukika. Avigyaya, without knowing all this, you are talking like a child. First thing that he says, Aprishtva buddhi sampannat vruddhanacharya sammatan saumya vadara chapalyat kimma vaktum ihechasi. Why are you talking like this without consulting the wise? So his point is, whenever there's a mantrana between two equals, you should have somebody who is advising you well. Somebody who has a lot of wisdom, who is well known, especially in a matter of transactive nature, and especially in the territory of Rajya and ruling and administration. You cannot sit there between the two each other and then just accuse each other of something. There is nobody who is advising you properly. Is there nobody advising you? Varara chapalyat, they are also like you. They are also just ground by all this. Okay. Ikshvakunam iyam bhumihi sashaila vanakanana mruga pakshi manushyanam nigraha pragrahavapi. This Ikshvaku Kula is Yam Ikshvakunam Bhumihi. Yam Bhumihi Ikshvakunam Sashaila Vanakan. The whole Bhumi is ruled by the Ikshvaku Kula, which is the fact. Because what they would do the Ashwamedha Yaga, and whoever is able to defeat becomes the entire this one, or they get Abhaya. If they surrender, they take the Abhaya Pradhana, or they rule the kingdom. Ikshvaku Kula has been doing this, so technically this rule is ruled by the Ikshvaku Kula. So there is nothing against the Ikshvaku Kula. I am not transgressing your place and killing you. So please note that. Tevayam dharma vibhrashtam swadharme parame sthitah bharatagyam puraskritya. Please note, bharatagyam puraskritya nigrunhimo yatha vidhi. So this Bharata is very important. He invokes Bharata because currently Bharata is the ruler of the Ikshvaku Kula. Whether you like it or not, whatever, Rama accepts it with wholeheartedly accepts and says Bharata is the ruler of the Ikshvaku Kula currently, and out of his Agya, I am just following Dharma as per his Agya. My duty is to protect Dharma. Okay, so I am doing it out of that Agya that is coming. If I were the king, I would have also done the same thing. That is the meaning here. Okay, Swadharme Parame Stitaha. I am well established in Swadharma. What is Swadharma for Rama? Kshatriya Kula. So, establishing Dharma and making sure whatever Anyaya is happening, I have to correct it. That is what Rama's duty, foremost duty is. And I think we saw it in Janasthana also, where Sita warns him. Sita Mata warns him, don't get into fight with all these people. It is not fair. You know, you come out in a forest, we are all dwelling in forest. There also he reminds her, you know, it is not that my job is to protect dharma irrespective of what I do. That is my swadharma. I am born in the Kshatriya Kula, so it is my duty to take this up, take up arms. I can't say I am in the forest now, I am not here, I am not doing that. No, such things don't work. Very clear. Okay. Yavi Yanatmana Putra शशिष्यश्चापि गुणोदितः पुत्रवत्ते त्रयश्चिन्त्या धर्मश्चेतद् अत्र कारणम्. So here this is a very important thing. Yavi Atmanah Putra, the son is to be, you have to treat your, essentially what he's saying is you should treat your this one as your brother as your son, younger brother as your son. You cannot say that, you know, he did something and he is thrown out. No, that doesn't work. Just like the son is expected to respect the father, you are expected to treat your younger brother as your son. Okay, you cannot say that putra shishya cha api gunoditaha. Those who are gunodita is somebody like a guru or somebody who is well versed. Putra, son, shishya, they are all to be protected. Putravatte trayaschintya dharmaha chet atra karanam. If you do this, only then dharma can be protected. That's why I always insisted that, you know, in our philosophy, in our school of thought, a collective set of individuals do not form a society. A set of families can form a society. The base unit of a society is not an individual. The base unit of a society is a family. Till the point that family is protected, society exists. The day family collapses, society goes away. The day society goes away, your community and country is gone. So family system is the root, is the stronger the family system, you have this working. Okay, I'll just pull that out. He makes it all the more clear going forward. Chapalai sardham vanarair akrutatmabhir jatyandhaihi mantrayan prekshase nukim. Why don't you consult with some of the people who are not fickle minded? Chapala is fickleness. You are just fickle minded. You are a chapala sardam vanaraihi. And you have all the people, all those around you are also, you are living with all the fickle minded monkeys all around. With such people, how can I ever expect anything that you know dharma? This is the first part that he says. Let's see what he says about why he killed him. Aham tu vyaktatamasya vachanasya bravimite nahi mam kevalam roshat tvam vigarhitumarhasi. I didn't kill you out of anger. First thing, kevalam roshat mam hi na vigarhitum arhasi. I didn't kill you out of anger. I have no anger for you. It is no anger. If it was anger, then you can say, then you can accuse. There is kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsara and all. That is not the case. Chapalai sardham. Okay, this I think we did that in the previous one. Huh? Okay, okay. I think up to this is a repetition here. Yeah, 15th is a repetition. Correct. So, okay, okay. Tade karanam pashyam yadartam tvam maya hatah. We'll go to this. Bhratar vartasi bharyayam tyaktva dharmam sanatanam. See, this is the key. Bhratu is Sugriva here. Bharyayam tyaktva. You kidnapped the wife of your brother, Ruma. Okay. You broke the rule of dharma here. The moment you break the rule of dharma, something has to happen. We'll see why he killed him. So you broke the rule of dharma. Okay, is there no other punishment? That's the question, right? So you broke the rule of dharma. You took away his wife. So what is the question? Asya tvam dharamanasya sugrivasya mahatmanah rumayam vartase kamat snushayam papakar karma krita rumayam vartase kamat snushayam papakarma krita. Your daughter-in-law. She is the equivalent of your daughter-in-law. Okay, so you better pay for kidnapping your sister-in-law, who is the equivalent to your daughter-in-law. Tadvati tasya te dharmat kama vrittasya vanara bhratra bharya vamarshesmin dandoyam pratipaditaha. For having done that adharma, I have killed you. That is the first thing he says. Then he adds here. This is the greatness of Valmiki. He brings it what all are to be considered. Auraseen, daughter. Aurasi is daughter. Bhagini, sister. Vapi. Bharyam. Vapi. Anujasya yaha. Anujasya bharyam. That is your sister-in-law. Pracherata naraha kamat tasya dando vadasmrutaha. In Smriti, it is the danda given for that is killing. Now, why is that danda killing? So, if you go to Manusmriti, it becomes very clear. See, what is said is, see, so that's where we have the Varnashrama Dharma. A Shudra doing this may be getting away with a little lesser punishment. A Vaishya doing can get a little more punishment. But a Kshatriya doing it is a very dangerous thing. The reason is, because of this fellow be doing this wrong thing, there are going to be other Vanaras who are just following him and thinking that is right. So you are setting a role model. This is a very big lesson in leadership. Where things are wrong, it has to be cut out and said this is wrong, called out and cut it out. So that the punishment is clear and that act is not repeated by the others. And in fact, if you go back to Manusmriti, it says even better. If a Brahmana does it, it is 64 times that of what the Shudra would have done. The punishment is that strong. So it is all that Manusmriti that we hear is so much, but it is very, very clear. These things are very clearly brought out. And in Smrutaha, in all the Smritis, including Yagyavalkya Smriti, Manusmriti, Parashara Smriti, and all these Smritis, danda for doing this Bhaginim, Aurasim, Anujasya Bharyam. If you are doing wrong acts with them, the danda is only killing. There is no other this one for this. There is no pardon. You cannot be pardoned for doing you cannot get away with this. Okay. So with this, Rama sort of clarifies, look, it is not so. You did something wrong. So get it right in your head. So then, of course, Vali understands. Vali says, because he is also not, technically, Vali is not a bad person. Frankly, it's his fickle-mindedness, it's his, some level of low-minded thoughts. Otherwise, Vali is a very pious fellow all through, the way he comes out. Apart from this one fact where he gets off into a wrong act, otherwise Vali comes out to be a very good person. I'll just show in this one also. He's the son of Surya. So that's how it comes. So for this fact, I can kill you. So if I kill you, how I kill you is my problem. For this, there is no this one. Danda is vada. How that vada happens is different. It doesn't matter whether it has to be in fighting with you, it should be in combat. No, there is no reason. Now you're committed, you have crossed all lines. So you have crossed the line, you better pay the price. Simple. How you pay the price is something that Kala will come. Okay, so this is something that I wanted to bring out because there's a lot of question that comes up. Every now and then we are bombarded with questions on Vali Vada. How can Rama be Maryada Purushottama if he can do this act? So that's why I thought I'll just bring this up. Okay. So any questions till this point? Yes, Parvati Bhavya.
So as a Kshatriya, that's his duty to uphold Dharma. That's why he killed him. Is it his job to do that?
It's his job.
To mete out punishment?
Sorry?
So he is meting out punishment to him. Is it his Dharma?
Yes. Meting out punishment to the wrong is his duty.
Okay. Okay.
That is the job of a Kshatriya.
Okay.
That has to be followed. Whether he wants to do it, he does not want. There is no question of he does not want to do it. If he does not want to do it, he'll become Arjuna. In the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita.
Okay. So Kshatriya can do that, but a Vaishya cannot hand out.
No, see, it is like this. Vaishya cannot hand out is a different story.
No, I'm asking. I don't know.
Yes, no. Okay, let me clarify that.
Yeah.
A Vaishya cannot hand out is not true. Who does justice? A person who is a dharmagya.
Dharma.
If he is in the know of dharma, even a Shudra who is in the know of dharma, meting out certain things, is not considered wrong.
Okay, that
there are lots of
answers my
stories
question.
around.
Yeah.
There are lots of stories around all such this one. Okay. So let me give a very simple example. No, Ravana happens to be a Brahma Rakshasa. Kshatriya is meting out as punishment to Ravana.
Yeah.
Right. So there is no such this one of it going against the principle until the point of that. That's where he says dharma sukshma. That dharma is a very sukshma. It's a very subtle thing. That's where I brought out that, if you remember, I brought out that 4-axis, this one of right means and right ends versus wrong means and wrong ends. You can get a 4x4 matrix and how it can go.
So whoever knows dharma can mete out punishment.
Whoever knows may be a wrong term. Whoever practices,
who has knowledge, complete knowledge,
it to the T.
Okay. He has to practice it too, not just know it.
Yeah. You can't blindly do it, no?
Dhanyavad.
You cannot blindly do that. It can't be that do as I said, don't do as I do story cannot happen. That is a very clear no. Okay. So great. So beyond this, let's move on. Now we'll get into the Sundarakanda part. This is where this ends, and this ends with then Sugriva starts ruling, and then he has to get all the monkeys to send in all directions. So very, very important thing. But in the meantime, there is what Sugriva says is after the rainy season, Varsha Ritu, I will send all the monkeys in all the directions to find Sita. But Varsha Ritu is over, and then 1 month passes. Rama does not see Sugriva doing anything. So he needs to remind him. So he sends Lakshmana as his Duta. This time, Hanuman warns Sugriva, by the way, that make sure you do it. You are breaking the friendship. This one. So when he goes there, Lakshmana goes and says, okay, if you don't do this further, the state what happened to Vali, the same fate will await you. So he actually subtly warns him, veiled warn. Then he sends all the dutas. So let's see what happens after this. Yeah. Such a Sarvan Samaniya Vanaran Vanarshabham Disha Prastapayamasa Didrukshur Janakatmajam Saha Cha Sarvan Samaniya Vanaran Vanararshabha Disha Prastapayamasa Didrukshuhu Janakatmajam. Why is it Janakatmaja? Sorry. It should be Janakatmaja. Janakatmaja. Okay. Saha cha Vanararshabha Janakatmajam Didrukshuho Sarvan Vanaran Samaniya Dishaha Prastapayamasa. made them go. Sent. Okay. Prastapayamasa is, what do you say? He propagated them all over this place. Okay. Janakatmajam didrukshuho. In order to see Janakatmaja is Sita. He called all the Vanaras and sent them there. So, okay. Saha Sugrivaha Vanarashreshtaha Didrukshuho. Here, these are all pretty straightforward things. You can have only Akaranta, Ukaranta, Pullinga. Dishaha. This is what is Dishaha is not Pradama. This is not Pratama Vibhakti. This is not Kartapada. This is Strilinga. Dish is Strilinga Karmapada. Okay. Sarvabhyaha Digbhyaha Prastapayamasa. Okay, he sent. These were all sent by him. So, in fact, after this, if you see this one of Ramayana Varnana by Valmiki, you will see the beauty, the level of details he describes each direction. He says, you go this many yojanas in the northeasterly direction, then you will see this Parvata, then this plateau will come. From that plateau, if you go this far, you'll see a plain, you'll see this river. From that river, if you go that far, you will see a mountain. Very, very detailed, and a lot of them can be mapped out even today. So he gives so many yojanas, so many distances. He gives a very detailed way of doing it. Okay, so this is what happens. Vanarashreshta Sugrivaha Sitam Drashtum Ichuka Sarvan Kapin Ekatri Kritya. He collated all of them. Sarvabhyaha Digbhya Preshitavan. He sent them in all the 8 directions. He sent them all over. Okay, so this is what Sugriva does. Once Sugriva does this, okay, we will just see this one Sandhi. And Vanara Rishabha. Vanaraha Rishabha Cha Janakasya Atmaja Tam. Janakatmaja. Okay. So let's go to the next this one. Tato Vrudrasya Vachanat Sampater Hanuman Bali Shata Yojana Vistirnam Pupluve Lavanarnavam. Tataha Grudrasya Vachanat Sampatehe Grudrasya Vachanat Hanuman Bali Shata Yojana Vistirnam Pupluve Lavanarnavam. Floating. Pupluve is floating. Okay. Grudrasya Sampatehe Vachanat Bali Hanuman Balavan Hanuman Shatayojana Vistirnam Lavanarnavam Pupluve. He floated over 100 yojanas. 100 yojana is like 800 miles. 1 yojana is 8 miles. That's a well-established fact. Over 800 miles he floated to reach Lanka, basically. So this is what is said. So of course there is all that story of Mainaka Parvata, then that Surasa story. I think last year whoever attended Sasyam would have come. I did a bit of that Surasa story last year. Okay, Puplave. He floated over and reached Lanka. This is what is said here. So Tataha Sampati. So Sampati actually is the story is Sampati is there, who is also a Garuda equivalent Pakshi, who says, I saw Pushpaka Vimana go from here to Lanka there. So everybody is sitting. Then there is Angada, Jambavan. Then there are other monkeys also. Okay, they're all sitting and then chatting. What can be done? Because now you have to cross the ocean. You don't have a Pushpaka Vimana. So you have to cross over. What do? So that is when Angada says, I can cross, I can jump and cross, but I can't return back. So there are so many stories, very comical conversations happen there. In fact, if you read that is when Jambavan actually narrates the greatness of Hanuman. So Hanuman would have had a great, he would have been given a great boon that you can do anything, any activity, that nothing is low. But because he would have been forgotten, he would have also been cursed that you will forget. And then because his father prays to son and all that, then is restored that, you know what, okay, somebody tells you what your capabilities are, then you become, then you are again, that Jambavan starts telling him, you are capable of this, you are capable of this, you are capable of this. That is when Hanuman realizes, yeah, this 100 yojana is nothing, I can just jump over. So he just jumps and goes there. Okay. Dradrasya sampatehe katanat balavan Anjaneya Swami Shatayojana Vistirnam Kshara Samudram Ullangitavan. Kshara Samudram is salty ocean. That is what is Lavana. Do you know what is this word Lavana? What is salt?
Lavana.
Lavana is what?
Salt.
Salt, correct? Okay, have you all heard of Lavanya?
Yeah.
What is Lavanya?
Beautiful name.
Beautiful girl. Perfect. Very good. It's actually Lavanasya Bhavaha Lavanya. Lavanasya Bhava Yasya Asti Sa Lavanya. Your beauty and everything, your this one comes out of Lavana Bhava. So never ignore salt in your food. Moral of the story. Actually, that's a fact. Your ojas, what do you say? The the glow in your face is because of the salt. That is a fact. It's a proven fact. That's why if sodium goes down, your bodily functions go down, and the first thing that impacts is your face. Everything goes sullen. Okay, so Lavanasya Bhava Lavanya. So Lavanya is not just a name of a girl. It comes from there. It's not just the name of a beautiful girl. So it comes from the fact that it is drawn from the Lavana. Okay. In the right quantity, Lavana is important. Okay. So that's where it comes from. Let's go there. Yeah, there is one Visarga Sandhi. Then Sarna Dirgha Sandhi. Shatanam yojananam samaharaha vistirnam. Shatayojana vistirnam. Lavanaha cha arnavaha cha tam. Water. Lavana arnava. Okay. That is Kshira Samudra. Kshara Samudra, sorry, not Kshira Samudra. Kshira Samudra is milk, ocean of milk. Kshara Samudra. Kshara. I don't know how many of you know the word Kshara. Not heard of Kshara? Nilima Mahadeva would have heard of it.
I
Nilima
know, sir.
Mahadeva janati va?
Kshara would mean salty.
Correct. Kshara is salty. That is what Kshara is. Okay. So Kshara. Okay. Tatra Lanka Samasadyan Purim Ravana Palitam Tadarsh Sitam Dhyayantim Ashokavanikam Gatam. Okay. Tatra Lankam Samasadya Purim Ravana Palitam Dadarsh Sitam Dhyayantim Ashokavanikam Gatam. Okay. So before this, this says that, you know, he saw Sita in Ashokavana. But the story goes where he, for at least the story is described where he spends at least 2 days finding Sita all around. He goes to Ravana confuses Mandodari for Sita. Then he realizes, no, Sita will not be like that. Then he goes around. There is a unimaginable partying scene in Ravana's Antapura. So that is the kind of partying that they were doing there. Then he says, no, I am not distracted by this. I am an Indriya Nigraha. Then he goes all around Lanka, then still does not find. Then he says, okay, now I'm going to kill myself because I can't find Sita. So that is the kind of frustration that Hanumanta also gets into. Then comes that famous shloka, that actually, what is that? The first Dhyana shloka. Rudrendra Yamanilebhya. What is that?
नमोस्तु रामाय स लक्ष्मणाय
नमोस्तु रामाय स लक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोस्तु चन्द्रार्क मरुद्गणे नमोस्तु रुद्रेन्द्र यमानिलेभ्यः नमोस्तु चन्द्रार्क मरुद्गणेभ्यः. That is what he prays. Rama, Namostu Ramaya sa Lakshmanaya. Then he immediately says, oh, I forgot that Ashoka Vanika, and he goes there and finds her there, sitting there. What is she doing there? Dhyayanti. Dhyayanti of Rama. Okay. Hanuman Ravana Palitam Lankam Purim Samasadya Tatra Ashoka Vanikam Katam Dhyayantim Sitam Dadarsha. So all these are this one for Sita. Ashoka Vanikam Katam Dhyayantim Sitam. Adjectives for Sita. Okay. What it says is Ravana Palitam Ravanena Poshitam Lankam Nagarim Samprapya Lankayam Ashoka Vatikam Stitam Smarantim Maithilim Drishtavan. That is what it means. These are all otherwise they're all straightforward. This one Sad Dhatu Samasadya Lyavantam. So it all comes with that. Okay. Poshitam Smarantim Drishtavan. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me. Where is that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see this. Nivedayitva abhigyanam pravrittim cha vinivedya samashvasya cha vaidehim mardayamasa toranam. Nivedayitva abhigyanam. What is the abhigyana?
Ignorance?
Huh?
Is it ignorance?
Huh? Abhigyana. Abhigyana is not ignorance.
Abhigyana. Oh, I had to add Vigyana.
No. Anybody, what is Abhigyana? Abhigyana. Sushila Madhya?
Recognition?
Huh?
Recognition?
What is it?
Recognition?
Recognition. No, it is not recognition. Abhigyana.
Abhi is extra.
Is it that Anguli which he is showing?
What is that?
Sir, knowledgeable.
That ring which he is showing, that what is it?
Jaita, wait. Jaita Madhya was saying something. What was that?
Sir, I was saying.
Oh, you are saying. Okay, yes, Ashwini Madhya. Tell me.
Knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable. No, here it is not Abhigyana. So here it Abhigyana Mudrika. So that's what Sushila Madhya was saying. The ring. Pravritti. He gave that ring to her. So in the modern day parlance of computer science, we have this concept of, private key and public key. Have you all heard of private key and public key? Nobody has heard of it. Okay. How many of us have heard of two-factor authentication?
Yes, we've heard.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Huh?
That we know. Yes.
What is that?
Yes, fine.
Public and private key we've heard, sir.
You have heard public and private.
I have not. Yeah.
But everyone has heard of, multi-factor authentication and two-factor
Yes.
authentication, etc.
Yes.
Correct?
It usually
Yes.
happens when you have to do the banking and all
Banking,
that.
yeah.
And all that.
Correct.
OTP.
Perfect. Very good. I'm glad everyone knows this. So there is an encryption and then there is a decryption and then there is this one, right? So how does it work? How does this whole thing work? There's a public key, then there's a private key. So the public key is basically, let us say your what is it called? Two-factor. Let's take a two-factor authentication. Public key is say your customer ID or your name or some identification. The private key is your password. Correct? Which is recognized. That is only known to you and that other transacting party. Similarly, in those days, first step that Hanuman did to get her attention was to sing the praise of Rama. If I were to put it, that would be the public key. Then, but she would not believe. Why would randomly anybody can come and start singing about Rama? No, it could be an Asura who is being sent by Ravana for all to start singing about Rama. So he says, okay, no, I will not believe anything. Then he goes on. Then he gives that to Mudrika. That is a public key. For all you know, you could have picked it up on the street somewhere and come and given it. So that also, okay, you might have got it a little bit of confidence, but still not wise. Then she says, tell me something about Rama, which only I will know. Then I'll probably believe you. So that is when Hanuman says, there is a mole on his left thigh, which is only probably known only to Sita and probably to Kaushalya. So that is when she says, okay, now I'll probably believe you. So that was the concept of this public key, private key business. It is not just this one, it can be applied in multiple ways. Similarly, Samashwasya cha Vaidehi Mardayamasa Toranam. Okay, this Mardayamasa Toranam, before that Mardayamasa Toranam, he assures Sita, okay, there'll be something taken care of, don't worry. So she gives this Abhigyanam applies to both. Abhigyanam Nivedya, taking an Abhigyanam, that is Chudamani. He takes the Chudamani from her. Then he takes that, he says, then she also has to give him a private key. It is not like, okay, this is there lying somewhere and he can pick it back and having not seen, that cannot happen, no? So that is where she tells him the story of a crow. So where Rama and Sita were sitting together in Chitrakuta, this one would have happened where a crow comes and pecks on her nose. So blood starts dripping. Rama is sleeping on her lap. He is asleep, and so that he is not disturbed. She does not tell him that there is a crow. She does not ward off the crow. So she is very still. But the crow pecks on her nose. There is blood starts flowing. Rama wakes up. He figures out he is very angry. Takes a blade of grass, throws it after the crow. So this is a story that is known only to Rama and Sita, or to probably that crow. That's all. So she tells him this thing.
Crow is dead, right?
Huh? No, the crow is not dead. No, the crow does not die. So it is actually Indra. So his arrogance is too much. So it is it has come in the form of Indra, and there is a story around it that goes. And so what happens is it goes all around, and the crow gets so tired it does not know what to do. It comes and falls in the feet of Rama. Says that I'm sorry I did this. So Rama says that he takes away one eye. So that's why you have this concept of raven. Crow, the raven which has only one eye. It's very similar to the crow. It's not the crow, but Google up ravens, you will find out. Okay, that comes from that Prajati. So he blinds one eye and leaves that raven as a punishment to have only one eye. So then she puts up that question. You see, for a crow that pegged my nose, he could do so much. Now, what is he doing for Ravana? Somebody was kidnapped. That is the kind of question she asks him and sends him back. So that is a story that comes up. So that is the private key that she gives him. Mardayamasa Toranam. Hanuman Mardayamasa Toranam. Torana is that entry. You have the Torana at the entrance, no? Ashoka Vatika. There are some two or three trees that are there. He just throws it out. He just kicks out the trees and befalls all of them. So that's what he is basically trying to gain attention. We'll see why. Yes, Parvati Modhya.
And then she's pretty vindictive, right?
Huh?
She's very vindictive.
Who?
She wants revenge, Sita.
Huh? Yes, I mean,
she's supposed to be full of good virtues and.
Yeah, so full virtue does not mean that you are surrendering yourself to an asura, no?
No, but why does she want him to be punished?
Because she's been kidnapped. See, your forgiveness comes from a position. That's why I made it very clear in a lot of classes earlier. Your forgiveness from a position of strength is forgiveness. Forgiveness from a position of weakness is weakness.
And also adharma. He has done that.
Adharma. It's adharma. See,
but she's going to be rescued. So why does she?
She will be rescued.
But you have to know, no, that how do you know that a priori? Now, post facto, you know the fact that yes, she was rescued and everything happened. Suppose you are in that position, how will you know that? Okay, to answer that question differently, in fact, there is a full sarga. Hanuman offers Sita a simple thing. He says, you know what? Forget all this. Sit on my back. Let's go. Let's go. So she says first, no, I'll fall down. I'm so this one, you'll try to go and all. Says, no, don't worry. I am Hanuman. I know how to handle these things. She says, no, I know you are Hanuman. Nothing will happen. So then she says, you know what, they will all chase you, they'll all fight with you and all. He says, don't worry. I can kill Ravana and take you back. I have that confidence. There is nothing that will prevent me from taking you back to Rama right now. That is when Sita stands up and says, it is not Maryada. Rama being the true love that I have for, that he has to come and rescue me. That is where it will be befitting. If I go with you, then it's a very different story altogether. So that is a strength. See, that you have to take as a strength rather than saying this is vindictive nature. Vindictive nature is coming when you are in a position of strength, you can forgive, that person is very weak, yet you want that revenge. That is not the case with Sita at all here. Is that right?
Not totally convinced, but okay.
Okay.
They saved a lot of bloodshed if she just went.
Huh?
If she just went with Hanuman, it saved a lot of bloodshed.
But Rama's avatar is only to kill all those Rakshasas.
Hold on. That is also, let's take it in the smaller picture. You know, that is a broad picture that you are painting out. But see, okay, if she went with Hanuman, a lot of bloodshed would have been prevented. Okay, very important point. Is bloodshed bad? Is bloodshed bad? Simple question.
For a normal, ordinary person, yes.
From the way we have been conditioned, our minds have been conditioned, that is what we think. If somebody is actually killing you and you don't retaliate back, is that going to make the other person weak or is it going to make him bolder?
Older.
Right? It's going to make them bold. Second thing, I'll give a very simple example. You don't need to go to Ravana. Ravana is too far off. Let's take the case of a bully trying to bully a small child. He might have had other reasons to bully that child. No, I'm not questioning why he is bullying. But that bully, unless you stand up to that bully and say that don't do it.
Yeah, I would step in, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
That has to be done. Now, methods and means can be different. Killing can be one extreme of it.
Yeah.
To answer your question, there is a full sarga where Ravana and Sita interact, which is described where Hanuman is present. You know how she talks to Ravana, talks back and says, "You are nothing compared to Rama." So he is trying to say that no, it's all gone. Rama is nobody. Just leave him and come here. She says no, you are nobody. The way she replies, she retorts with fire. And then he says, you agree or I'll kill you in 2 months. That's the kind of state she is in. And then you say she should not be vindictive. I think that's a little too much on this one.
And also,
he actually says that the statement that he makes is, if you don't agree within the next 2 months to marry me, I'm going to cut out your head, serve it on my table to eat for breakfast. This is the threat he is given to her.
Okay. He waited, right?
You expect her not to shed blood, be nice, be sweet, be calm, sober.
and also
No, but he's waiting also.
Kshatriya Dharma, Rama's Kshatriya
No,
Dharma.
hold on. Dharma, we'll come to Dharma next. Wait. Dharma should be commonsensical. If it's not commonsensical, it can't be Dharma. Yes, Parvati.
But he's also waiting for her consent.
No, he's not waiting for her consent. Please don't be under any such impression. He was cursed by Brahma because he went and raped somebody else.
Okay.
If he touches anybody who's a very pious lady, he'll be burnt. That's the only reason why he's staying far away from Sita. There is no other reason for him to stay away.
I thought he's a gentleman.
He's not a gentleman, please. By no means is he a gentleman. So don't be under any pretenses. I brought out I think 3 classes back, I brought out all the Asuri Bhavas, no?
Yeah.
Every single Asuri Bhava is present in him.
Yeah, 23 or 17, a whole lot of
23 versus 35.
Yeah.
26 Daivi Bhava versus 37 Asuri Bhava I brought out.
Yeah.
Each and every Asuri Bhava is very much present and thriving. in full flow. Okay. Somebody who threatened to say that, this is going to be your fate in 2 months, and then you ask her to be mellowed, sober, nice, forgiving. I mean, let's have some fun.
I wouldn't be that. I mean, I would fight, but I thought Sita is some epitome of.
Yeah, she is the epitome of everything.
Yeah.
But there has to be, that epitome has to come out in a position of strength, not in a position of weakness. Right? So how do you showcase your strength when you need to show strength, and when you need to be forgiving, we have to show, I'll just, let's wait for 2 more slides and I'll show you something more important. Okay. So he took he gave an abhignana, took an abhignana, and he destroyed the entry 2 trees of the Ashokavana. That's what it says here. Okay. Nivedya Ashvasya Ashokavani Parikadvara Advasta. Okay, so anything important here? I think everything is straightforward. Yeah, pravritti. So this is ikaranta strilinga. This is rasva ikaranta. Matihi, shaktihi, padasya. Okay. Vaidehi is all straightforward. This is all straightforward. Napunsakalinga, advasta, that is all okay. Okay. Anjaneya Swami, parichayakam vastum. Parichayakam vastum is that this one, Angulikam, and that is your rig. And then Chudamani taking it back. Ashvasya Ashoka Vanika Dvaram Advastam Advamsat. Yeah. Now, after this, I'll show you the kind of situation that Sita is in. There is a full sarga dedicated to the kind of Asuris she was surrounded by as the people who are around her. Okay. Let me go through the list, and then you can tell me how well you will sleep after that. All right. Ekakshi, one-eyed. A person with only one eye. Okay. One eye somewhere in the center. Imagine a person with just one eye, no 2 eyes and all. Eka karna, 1 ear, the other ear is not there. Okay. Karna pravarana, ears fully covering the body, as long as this one. Okay. Somebody without ears. Okay. A pointed ear, that pointed haired, this one, no? That one. Somebody who had a nose on her head. Mastako chavasa vasanasika. Somebody who was having a nose here somewhere. Okay. Someone with a long neck. Tanu dirgha shirodharam. Dvasta keshi. Eroded hairline. One side of this one is not there, other side there is hair. Okay. Keshi, hairless. Okay. Hair covered like a blanket all over the body. Okay. Then ears on the forehead. Imagine somebody with ears on the forehead now. Lamboshti, hanging lips. Lips are hanging down. Okay. Chubukoshti, lips touching your chin. It's coming all the way to your chin, and this one. Elongated face. Protruding knees. The knees is all over, disproportionate, this one. Krodhanaha, ever angry women, ever angry rakshasis. Okay. Vigrittanana, deformed faces. Okay. Kalaha priyaha, ever fighting, always trying to fight. Imagine surrounded by, each and every one is a different rakshasi present there, guarding her. Imagine being present in the middle of them and still maintaining your sanity. Okay. Holding weapons. This is interesting. Varaha, Bruga Shardula, Mahisha, Jashiva Mukhi. Those with faces of boars, pigs, deer, tiger, buffalo, body of a Rakshasi, of course, goat, jackal, externally fit out, and you have to live with them. Okay. Legs of elephant, but body of a human. Legs of elephant, camel, and horses, but body of a Rakshasi. Okay. This is interesting. You have a trunk and the head is shrinking.
What imagination. The comics nowadays are nothing. Yeah.
This is not imagination. This is probably reality what Valmiki is bringing out. Okay, comics is nothing. I completely agree with you. Comics cannot meet anywhere of the standards. I completely agree. Comics have done, that's why imagination should be given to Indians. Ancient Indians, that's where, rote, yesterday I was speaking in Haripriya Mahodaya's class. And that's where I started with. Rote learning takes away imagination, creativity. Imagine this. And they saw something like this. Okay. One-handed, one-legged. Not when I say one-handed, one-leg, don't imagine somebody's one leg is chopped off, you are having some this one. No,
Right
no.
in the middle of the body.
Right
Just
in the
one
middle
leg.
of a body, one leg.
One leg.
Right in the middle of the body, one hand. Okay. Donkey ears, cow eared, elephant eared, monkey eared, someone without nose. Okay. There is nose, but there are no nostrils. Okay. Elephant nosed. There is nose, but your nostril is on the forehead. All right. So let us say there are, I think, I don't know, I didn't count. So some 45 or 48 of these cases. Now, if you are sitting in the middle of these 48 people and you are expecting Sita Mata to just say, yeah, it's all right, I'm enjoying myself, I'm right in the middle of fun, don't worry about me, go, all right, tell Rama to take his time.
I would be more scared than thinking about how I'm going to get back.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
There you go.
I won't think about
Absolutely.
getting back.
As Professor Mahadevi puts it, that is like Hanuman's offer was like, giving an offer of Ola Uber coming to your doorstep and you just getting on and moving away. Sita Mata does not take it. She says, no, there is Dharma to be protected. Rama has to come and take. And now you're telling why there should be bloodshed. It's all nothing. Let's go on. Let life move on.
But this is all explained in Sundarakantam very well, right?
Yeah, this is from Sundarakanda. There were shlokas. What I did was from the shlokas, I just picked out all these characters and did just like the Ivasari Bhava. Okay. So now if you can imagine this, and I'm sure it's time to go to bed. So you are muted.
I said, I'm not sleeping tonight.
You're not sleeping. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. I do the Sundarakanda Parayana during this one. So yeah, when you read this one, Sarka, it actually comes to some strong this one. So that takes out a lot of things, by the way. Just imagine what's happening here. Okay. In spite of all this, she is replying back to Ravana in a very strong sense. That's the strength of her character. Okay, the strength of character is brought out. But wishing for his good is a little too high. For somebody who's doing so much bad, you can't wish for somebody doing good, no?
No, not good, but not bad.
Somebody doing this bad has to be punished at some point. Otherwise, he'll continue to do as much more bad to probably somebody else.
Yeah.
Even then, she tells him to become all right or mend his
Yeah,
ways.
she says that. She offers him an olive, the quote unquote Roman version of olive branch, where she says, go surrender to Rama, he'll forgive you. Even now, he'll forgive you. In fact, first one to tell him was Maricha. Then we'll see, just now, even now, Hanuman will say, Vibhishana will say, all those things happen. Anyways, let's go, move on. Yeah, okay, I'm not finished, sorry. I thought I had finished. No, it is not. There is someone with cow legs full of hair, disproportionate head and neck, okay, disproportionate breasts, disproportionate eyes and mouth, okay, long nails and tongue flowing out till the nose, till the nose. Dirgha Jihva Nakhaha, Ajamukhi, one with a goat face, Hasti Mukhi, one with an elephant face, Go Mukhi, Sukuri Mukhi, pig faced, faces of donkeys, horses, camels. Earlier they were with legs. Now they have faces of that. Interesting life. Okay.
The best is that one with the head is to the head sunk to the stomach or something. That is the
The head at the stomach. Head in the middle of a stomach, correct. Face in the, I didn't bring that. I thought it would be too much. So there was one where the head is in the face is at the stomach.
Yeah, they're most unimaginable.
I have a question which off the topic, but so I still remember when I was pregnant with my baby the first time, a gentleman came home and he told me, read the Sundarakandam every day.
Yeah,
Is that a kind of thing to read like this when you're
no. Okay, I'll tell you what. This is only in one sarga. I'll bring out the next sargas which will show you what it really is. This is only one sarga.
I mean, I didn't do it because I didn't know Sanskrit then or whatever, but
no, you should do it. It's actually believed to the best thing to be done. In fact, that's why I told everyone to come also today. Sundarakanda is the most celebrated of the sargas. Yeah. See, Sundara, okay, why is it called Sundarakanda to begin? Beautiful. Anybody who knows why it is called Sundarakanda? What is Sundara about it?
What you've put up here is nothing is Sundara.
Everything is beautiful in this.
is happening because Sita is found.
Huh? Yes, Nisha Mohdaya?
Mangala Karya is happening because Sita has been located.
Correct. That is one. There is a huge Mangala Karya that has happened. Sita Mata has been located. Simple thing. But more than that, Hanuman's name is Sundara. Hanuman is also called Sundara. Okay. So that is where Sundara comes in. Sundarakanda comes in with Hanuman. Okay, that is one. Yes, Fran Mohdaya, you have a question.
No, I thought that maybe it was also called Sundarakandam because it shows the beauty of Sita's penitence and her strength.
Yes, a lot of it. That is also a fact. But more importantly, this is exactly what it's the beauty of the fact that something good is happening. And Sundara, the character of Sita is brought out very strongly in this.
The most important character in that sarga is Hanuman. That is also.
Hanuman. So that's what I said. Sundara means Hanuman. Sundara is another name for Hanuman. So something as strong as that is coming out. Okay. So that is what is Sundarakanda. That's why it is called Sundarakanda. Now this one sarga is about these Rakshasis. Now there are many things that happen in the throughout, which are all very, I'll show you the next part, what happens after this. Let's go after this. Let's move on. Okay. Okay. Panchasenagraha. Okay. First, what he does, he wants to get some attention. He's a little attention. He wants to get attention. So he knocks off 2 trees. He randomly knocks off 2 trees at the entrance. Okay. Panchasenagragan hatva sapta mantri sutanape shuram cha nishpishya grahanam samupagamat. Panchasenagragan. 5 Senanam Agragan. Those who are leading the fight. So the foremost in the fight. 5 of those leaders, basically some what do you call them? These Senapati equivalent
Generals.
Of army chiefs.
Generals.
Not a little lower than the generals. Those who are leading. Majors, colonels and all those people. 5 of them he kills. Sapta Mantri Sutan. 7 children of 7 mantris. He just kills. Oh, you should read that. He just goes on a killing spree. He destroys half of Ravana's army first. There are some 80,000 Kinnaras he destroys. Then he goes on to kill some of the these Sena Nayakas. Then he goes on to kill one of the sons, these 7 children of these mantris. Then one of Ravana's children come. He just destroys him also. Then comes Indrajit. Shuram, Maksham. These 2 are very close to Ravana. So they come. They are also killed. Then Indrajit comes. Indrajit is the eldest son of Ravana, who is also equally well adored with a lot of qualities. Lot of these, I wouldn't say good qualities or anything, but these Astra Shastra and everything. He has a Brahmastra. What Hanuman does is, yes, he knows that, okay, even if I am put with a Brahmastra, he has a gun. Okay, Brahmastra also cannot affect Hanuman. That is the kind of valor and strength that Hanuman comes with. Okay. Says, okay, it's okay. Let me act as though I am caught so that I get to meet Ravana. So he is acting and gets caught by Ravana in this sense. Okay. Sa pancha senagragan saptamantri sutan hatva shuram akshancha nishpishya. Nishpishya is grind them. He just grinds them into this one. Grahanam samupagamata. He just gets caught by these people. Okay. Then, okay, this is what is happening. Senagragan saptamantri sutan shuram. Everything is straightforward. Pancham. So here, please note this is
Karma.
pancham. Yeah. This is karma pada. Pancha. Pish dhatu. Lyabantam. Churni kritya. Make this one out of them. And then Brahmastra bandhanam praptaha. He gets caught in that Brahmastra. Okay, this is what happens. And then what happens is, of course, yeah, Maruti, Pancha Sankyakan, Senapatin, Sapta Mantrinam, Putran, Shurayuktam, Aksham, Churni, Kritya, Meghanada, okay, it is not Indrijit, sorry, it is Meghanada, correct. Meghanada puts the Brahmastra on it. Meghanada Prayuktena, Brahmastra Bandhanam Praptaha. He gets caught. Basically, he gets caught. So what he does after getting caught is, okay, let's see. Agragaha. Agre gachanti iti agragaha. Those who go in the front, general. As you said, some lead generals or colonels or whatever they are. Senayaha agragaha tan. Mantrinaha sutaha tan. Okay. 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 Before this, what happens is he is presented in front of Ravana. So when he's presented in front of Ravana, he does a very simple thing. He takes away his astra, he gets rid of it. And what he does is, Ravana is sitting at the pedestal. Right, Ravana is sitting at a pedestal. So this fellow is presented at a lower this one. So this is the classic mind game that a diplomat generally is known to play. He just winds his tail all over, goes till the height of Ravana and sits on that tail as his asana, and with a cross leg, now tell me, what do you want? With a face to face that, I am no lesser than you. That is the kind of attitude he shows to Ravana up front. That is what angers Ravana so much, to set his tail on fire and all that. So this he puts up front. Nobody would have seen somebody, none of his mantris, none of all these courtiers would have ever seen somebody sitting at that pedestal to Ravana. So this is what he does. Let's see what happened. Astreno muktam atmanam gyatva paita mahadvarat maharshayan rakshasan viraham yantrinas-tan yadrichaya tato dagva purim lankam rute sitam cha maithili. This is very, I'll tell this something. Ramaya priyam akyatum punarayan mahakapihi astrena unmuktam atmanam gyatva paitamahat varat. Paitamaha here refers to Brahma. Brahma would have given him a vara that, any astra, no astra can do anything to you. You can get rid of that astra. So even Brahmastra will not have a problem with him. So he gets caught by the Brahmastra. I can get rid of this at any point. Marshayan rakshasan viraha yantrinaha tan yadrichaya. Yadrichaya, out of free will, he gets caught by these people. Okay. Tataha Dagva Purim Lanka, having set it on fire. This is a Sankshepa Ramayana, so there is a lot of things happening in between. I'll bring those things, what happened in between in the next slide. Purim Lankam Dagva. See here, there are two ways to split this. Lankam Mrute. Lanka Mrute athva Lankam Rute. If you say Lanka Mrute, Sita, you have killed Sita.
Yes.
Okay. If you say Lanka Rute Sita, that means Sita, the Lanka in which Sita is living. Okay, so you have to take it very carefully. Dagdva Purim Lankam, having set it on fire where Sita was staying, Ramaya Priyam Akyatum Punaha Ayata Mahakapihi. That is what it means. Tadanantaram Veeraha Hanuman Paitamahat Varat Atmanam Astrena Unmuktam Yatva Yantrinaha Rakshasan Yadrichaya Marshayan. He surrendered himself to the Rakshasas out of free will. Tataha Mahakapihi Maitirim Sitamrute Lankam Purim Dagdva. Having set it on fire, he destroys half the Lanka. Punaha Ayat. He came back to this place, to Rama. Veeraha, Shuraha. Paitamaha here refers to Brahma. Brahma. So Brahman is the Pradipadikam. Brahmanaha. Okay, tell me the Vibhakti Vachana of Brahmanaha in this case. Your Paitamahat. So Brahmanaha must be. Anybody who can tell it?
Shashti?
Shashti. Fran Mahodaya is saying Shashti.
षष्ठी actually हाँ षष्ठी हाँ ब्राह्मण का हाँ
Shashti or Saptami, I'm not sure.
So just look at what is Paitamahat.
Oh, Panchami.
पंचमी
So what should
Panchami.
Brahmanaha be?
That has to be Panchami only then.
Panchami.
It is Panchami. Panchami and Shashti are the same.
same हाँ
Yeah, okay.
Brahman. Brahmanaha is Panchami. Brahmanaha is Shashti also.
Shashti,
So here it is Panchami.
Panchami.
From Paitamaha, from Brahma.
Panchami.
Okay. Anugrahat. Swam Brahmastrena Muktam Buddhva Bandhakartrun Daityan Swechaya Sahan. He just gave himself up. Okay. This is what he did. Mahakapihi Marutihi Janakim Sitam Vihaya Lankam Nagarim Jwalayitva Ramaya Sugakaram Sandesham Katayitum Ayat. He came back. Okay. This is what he did. Shuraha Brahmanaha Anugrahat Swam Brahmastrena Muktam Buddhva Bandhakartrun Daityan Swechaya Sahan. Marutihi Janakim Sitam Vihaya Lankam Nagarim Jwalayitva Ramaya Sugakaram Sandesham Katayitum Ayat. So this is what it is. There are not much sandhis here. Astrena Unmukta, Astrenonmukta Vriddhi Sandhi. Mahan Pikati Kapicha. Okay. So, okay. Okay. The time is up. I wanted to talk a few things. Probably, okay. So what we'll do probably is there are a few more things that I want to talk and it will take me about 15 minutes. So I'm assuming a lot of you will have to leave in that 15 minutes. Is that right? Yeah. So what we will do, we'll continue in the next class. There is something about the conversation between Ravana and Hanuman. That is the beauty of Sundarakanda. So Sundarakanda is not about just those 39 Rakshasis or 49 Rakshasis. There are a lot of good things that are coming out there. So what I will do, a lot of you have come for the first time today perhaps. I request you to come back again next week. Where if it is interesting for you, of course, and if you think it is, if it interests you all, so you can come back. We will do that conversation between, I was planning to complete that today, but I think we are out of time. So we cannot do that. So the conversation between Ravana and Hanuman. Why Hanuman is to be considered such a great diplomat. There's a strong characteristics of Hanuman that comes out in this. Okay, so we will discuss that next week. Same link, same time, same everything. So please feel free to log in and we'll do some more shlokas. I have completed the shlokas of Sundarakanda for today. But next week we will see, yeah, from here onwards it's the Yuddha and then it is the Mangala. That's what happens after this. But But nevertheless, we'll reassemble next week. If everyone is okay, please do come. Everybody is welcome to attend this. And we'll close it by, I think, 16th I'm traveling, so 23rd we'll close the Ramayana. That's okay. Okay? Astu.
Mahodaya,
Yes, someone more.
can I watch your earlier shlokas, like the way
Yes.
you've described? You have a YouTube or?
Yes, it's on YouTube. All of these are on YouTube. You can, okay. So why don't can you just send me a message on WhatsApp?
How do I, आपका number है कहीं?
मेरा number कहाँ है? हाँ. Do you know anyone here who attends with you?
No, I got your number from Uma ji. I'm not sure.
Oh, Uma Meenakshi ji. Okay. Okay, and let me do one thing. Why don't you just privately send me your number? I'll just message you back.
How do I send you my
Chat.
number?
Chat. Chat.
Oh, यहाँ पे. अच्छा. हाँ. I'll send it to you right now. हाँ. Thank you जी.
वहाँ पे I'll just copy and I'll just send it over to you. You can directly send it to me. I'll add you. Okay. Neelam Mahodaya has also come. Yeah. So yeah. So all of you can, the videos are there. It's all there in the previous, this one. We have been doing this since October 26th. October 26th was the first session. October 19th, even though we had a small Haripriya Mahodaya session. Then we started and we are almost to the fag end now. Okay. Great. Astu. Mangalam Karishya.
I just sent you for them.
Yes. Agata. ॐ स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः आधनात् सदनात् सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतम् शृण्वन् रामायणं भक्त्या स याति पदमेव वा स याति ब्रह्मणस्थानं ब्रह्मणा पूज्यते सदा हरिः ओम्